post. Hey guys, Michael here. So you probably saw my post this morning of the guy that messaged me about him getting off antidepressants. And that's kind of, got me thinking. I think that's one of the most important problems that face us as men, is that when we're unfulfilled or unhappy, we turn to pharmaceuticals rather than addressing the circumstances that make us unhappy. And that's because addressing the circumstances is uncomfortable. It's not easy, and it takes some work and determination and self-discipline. And I know, because I have done it. But when you get there, it's well worth it. You feel free, you feel strong, you feel liberated, you feel like a man. And now I'm not saying, I don't want to throw all mental health issues under the bus. There are real mental health issues, and, some people genuinely do have chemical imbalances, and I think it's a great thing that there are pharmaceutical solutions that can help those people be happy and be content with their lives. But I feel like 90% of the people that suffer from anxiety or depression shouldn't be taking pills, because that anxiety and depression is self-inflicted. There is no chemical imbalance in your head. Your brain is not broken. Your will is broken. Now, I know this is going to sound cheesy, but the key to getting off of psychotropic medication is to love yourself. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. You have to learn to love yourself. You have to treat yourself with respect. For me, personally, I spent my life talking down to myself, critiquing myself, comparing myself to everybody else. And when you compare yourself to others, you will become envious and unhappy. Because no matter how great or how little you are, there will always be people who are better than you and people that are worse than you. And you have to realize that. And when I say you have to love yourself, I became conscious of the voice in my head. There's me, and then there's a voice in my head, and that's my subconscious. And you can hear the voice if you pay attention to it. All throughout the day it's talking. When you're doing something, that is the voice that, you talk to yourself in your head while you're doing things, but you don't really notice it. And I noticed that anytime that I messed up something or I wasn't feeling confident, I would call myself names in my head. I'd call myself ugly, a pussy, you're an idiot, you're a weakling, you can't do anything right, you're not worth anything. And I didn't realize I was saying this stuff in my head. And I don't care how big of a man you are or how confident you are. If I follow you around all day, every day, and everything you do, I whisper into your ear that you're not good enough and you're an idiot and you're ugly, you will eventually start to believe me. I don't care how strong you are. You will eventually give in. So what we need to do is we need to start looking in the mirrors and complimenting ourselves. Treat yourself the way you treat other people. You would never talk to anybody the way that you talk to yourself. If I talked to you and treated you the same way that you talk to yourself and treat yourself, you would want to sock me in the fucking nose. I guarantee it. So why is that okay? We wouldn't treat anybody the way that we treat ourselves. And that's what we have to become conscious of. We have to stand up and be strong and say, I don't need pharmaceutical drugs. My brain is not broken. Build yourselves up. Become your own biggest fans. Stop listening to what other people have to say about you, because there will always be haters. Your happiness and your confidence can't rely on anybody else. They must come from within you. And once you can do that, nobody can touch you. Nobody can knock you down, and nobody can silence you. Because you're sure of yourself and you're confident. You never second guess a goddamn thing you say, and you say it with conviction. And labels like racist and sexist and xenophobic and Islamophobic, they can't affect you. Because you know what's in your heart and you know what you mean. And the opinion of everybody else doesn't matter. Get off the pills, guys. Be strong. Be confident. Love yourselves. Be a damn man.